topics and opinions expressed on the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4WN Radio.
Welcome to my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives. I'm Debi, your certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root causes of their health and mindset issues and create a custom natural holistic strategy to address them in the areas of mind, body, and soul. As a health coach, I'm not allowed to say that I heal, treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any diseases. I can certainly make your body more efficient by reducing symptoms. You'll feel better, be more productive, and enjoy life more. Not many people have released 70 pounds, had a health and mindset transformation, and kept fit and trim for over a decade. I have, and I have staying power, and it's been over 12 years. I even became a half marathon runner at the age of 51 when I never ran from childhood to adulthood due to foot pain, and I've done 8 half marathons so far. Mindset is the key to lasting change. As a certified holistic health coach, I do revitalize people's lives in many different areas of health and mindset. You can go to the next slide. And I guide you to clean, toxic-free foods and high-quality essential nutrients. My coaching is for optimizing health, releasing weight efficiently, and enhancing your mindset. With my clients, I help them recognize that their thoughts, feelings, and emotions drive their actions and results. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. And it's really crucial to have a positive mindset in life. It's also imperative to manage your emotions and release those low vibrational emotions like fear, frustration, and doubt that are going to slow you down and get you stuck physically, mentally, as well as emotionally and spiritually. Like a hot air balloon that has ballasts, I help my clients release those emotional ballasts and baggage so they can uplift to a happier, better, and more fun life. And in turn, they are releasing their stress, and they are reshaping their core beliefs, and they're getting healthier. You'll see and feel the differences with my coaching programs. Ask me about my programs at Debi Changes Lives, DebiChangesLives, and Victory ES.com/Linktree, LINKTREE. And I'll guide you to that better, happier, healthier life with custom natural solutions unique to you in the areas of mind, body, and soul. And yes, I have a new podcast collaboration. It's with me, your certified holistic health coach, and 3 ladies in the wellness energetic realm, Denise Capiote, Evelyn Mutters, and Jane Frey. We all have a topic, and you'll learn and be fascinated how mind, body, energy, emotion, and sound all unite to help you with holistic practices for restoring your health, balance, and also unlocking your true potential. As with holistic practices, it's on Saturday, December 6th at 2 p.m. Pacific. And you can go to the previous episode, which is at bit.ly/holistically with a WH, Vibe Up Your Mind, Body, and Soul. If you want more information about the event with pricing and to sign up, that is at muscletuners.ca/mind, body, and soul. Mind-body-soul. And you're welcome to ask me questions and join us. Today, I am really thrilled to have Dr. Laura Dennison, a naturopathic doctor and a master herbalist. We work as a team. She has a simple approach where she gives tools for you, for your body to experience renewal and awakening so that you can develop a a healthier you. With years of experience and curated special products, Dr. Laura is the best in the business to truly helping others. Dr. Laura holds several certifications, including Doctorate of Naturopathy, Bachelor in Natural Medicine, Master Herbalist Holistic Health Practitioner, Certified Iridologist, and a Certified Nutritional Consultant. Over the course of 25 years, she has formulated her own line of herbal supplementation, Stay Natural, and she is passionate to help people through whole body wellness. We'll be discussing how herbal remedies inspire and boost wellness. So let's welcome Dr. Laura Dennison, naturopathic doctor and a master herbalist, to my show. Dr. Laura, welcome back to my show.
Hi.
Hi. So why should people consider medicinal herbs as part of their wellness routines?
Well, that is a good question. And I'm so glad to be on your show. And I'm so glad to be talking about medicinal herbs because, you guys, medicinal herbs, you have to think of it as medicine. And why I like medicinal herbs is, to me, in Western medicine especially, we're over-medicated. We're taking medications for this, for that, for every little symptom that comes along. We rely on, taking a medication, which in what medicinal herbs does is you actually go to the root problem. And I loved, Debbie, how in your introduction of what you do, you were talking about getting to the root cause. And that's what medicinal herbs gets to do, is they get to the root cause because, like we know, you could watch TV and you could see a commercial on a prescription. And, the first 10 seconds is about the prescription and the next 90 seconds is about all the side effects. And if you can do a medicinal herb, you guys, herbs have been around for thousands and thousands of years. In many countries, they're still using herbs as medicine. And medicine came from herbs. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but like, for instance, aspirin. Aspirin was developed from white willow bark. White willow bark was known to treat pain, inflammation, and our ancestors used it for our medicine. Well, then a chemist comes along and he takes the medicinal herb and he turns it into a prescription that also has different side effects. Now, I'm not saying for everybody to get off your prescriptions because there is life-saving situations that you're going to need a prescription. But I want you to just open your mind today about receiving information that you can help your family, your kids, your grandkids. And that's one thing I'm proud of is I get to pass on my knowledge of medicinal herbs down to my kids and my grandkids. I don't even know, most of my grandkids have never been on a prescription at all. And it's because we have natural solutions that helps us with that. And so, you have to really think Western medicine, it treats the symptoms, it's putting a Band-Aid on the situation. Most of the time, they don't even tell you to change your diet. They don't tell you to start exercising, drink more water. They just give you this prescription and you think that prescription is going to help the situation. It's just treating the symptom. You got to go to the root cause. And that's what medicinal herbs, using medicinal herbs, we go to the root situation. I have clients that I've helped, for many years. And some clients came to me and they were on 10 different prescriptions. But what we do, Debbie, you and I, is we go to the root problem and we try to find a solution and a natural solution. There's many things that you can do with that.
Yeah, you're so right about that. And I honestly had so many side effects from medications in the past that it got to the point where whenever I took a medication, my husband would take the side effects away. And I ended up having them anyway. So you gotta, so I didn't read them, right? You gotta be careful and pay attention to what your body's doing because it is this pathetic chemical, as somebody tells me, and your body has a tendency to fight it. So let's get on to our topic with some of our favorite medicinal herbs that act like natural antibiotics and immune supporters. So what are they?
Okay, well, I love, you guys, some of these things you have around your house. Okay, so like, let's talk about antibiotics. You guys, antibiotics is the most overused medication that there is. And here's why we're getting immune to antibiotics, why they're having to come out with stronger antibiotics every, year, because our bodies are immune to the antibiotic. And so the antibiotics are starting to not work. Amoxicillin and penicillin, they have evolved that to a very strong antibiotic. And it's because, in our society, especially in Western medicine, okay, the United States, Canada, other countries, we're feeding our animals antibiotics. We're treating, our chickens with antibiotics. It's in our food supply. And unless you're eating organic and non-GMO, you're probably getting a big dose of antibiotics. So let's talk about some natural antibiotics. Okay, let's talk about garlic. You guys, you can cook with garlic every day. You can, eat a dill of garlic if you want to. Your breath might not smell so good, but that is a natural antibiotic. So if you start to feel like you're getting sick, go get you some garlic, cook with it. Cayenne pepper increases the lymphatic flow. And so, cooking with peppers is really good, and it's very medicinal. Okay. We think about that as a food or a spice, but there's a lot of medicine that goes into that. Turmeric, that's another one. Ginger soothes the stomach. Peppermint, these are all, culinary. Okay. We think about, but they're also medicinal. So start, even when you're cooking, add that in. But I am a master formulator. Okay. And so I have some favorite products from my line. Okay. And one of those, and we're talking about the immune system. Okay. We're talking about, if you normally in the fall get the cold or flu or, and you're susceptible, we really need to boost your immune system. Now, we were talking about antibiotics, and antibiotics destroys healthy gut bacteria, okay, which compromises your immune system, which your gut is the second brain. And so we got to really protect it. Okay. That's where you absorb your nutrients. The whole gut microbiome is, critically important. So if you're been on antibiotics, you need to make sure that you get a good probiotic. And we have several of those to choose from. And I know Debbie, she is the queen of, helping people restore good gut health. But here's some medicinal herbs, okay? So you got to clean the bloodstream, okay? Here's one product called Stay Young. This is my super antioxidant. It's full of resveratrol. It's full of the grapeseed extract, okay? That's like if you were to drink, 50 glasses of red wine that's supposed to be, good for you. Well, we're not going to do that, right? You can get it in the form of an herb, okay? And it's resveratrol. It's also got citrus bioflavonoids. It's got astaxanthin, which is stronger than vitamin E and D. And so it's all trying to help your body, okay, get rid of these free radicals that's in our bloodstream, okay? So it works like a Pac-Man. Free radicals are, you walk outside, you go pump gas. I mean, you're breathing in different chemicals, okay? Those are free radicals that's going into the body to try to destroy. And so you want to be on a good super antioxidant. So Stay Young is one of those. Another product that I'm thrilled to talk to you about today because of the immune system is a product called Hope. Okay. You guys, this is a super blood purifier. This, I believe everybody should be on. And the reason is okay, when your body starts to have a compromised immune system, okay, one, we talked about gut health. Okay. This has different antibodies that helps with gut health as well. It has some digestive enzymes, but it also helps to increase that lymphatic flow. It detoxifies the organs. Liver is your biggest detoxification organ, and it has ingredients to help with that. It also increases oxygen, which increases blood flow. And so you want to have good, clean blood, and that will help you with your immune system. It will also help you with your gut microbiome, which is, critically important. So this is another powerhouse product whenever it comes to natural antibiotics. Those two are just, powerhouses. I love herbs, and so I got to bring in just one more, okay? But it's a product called Renew IQ, and I know we're talking about, yes, you guys, this is, we were talking about how the gut is your second brain, okay? Well, this is specifically made for the brain, and that resveratrol that I was talking about, it's got the resveratrol. It's also got Japanese knotweed. It's got, ingredients that you probably have never heard of. Rhodiola, which is a super adaptogen. but adaptogens is how your body can adapt. Okay. And so the way you feel on the Radio IQ and the way I feel is going to be a little bit different because it's going to adapt to your situation. And so those are my top 3 products that I really love that are medicinal herbs.
Now, recently there's been some really cool things going on with the GLP, and there's a natural solution that just came out. Could you explain how that works and anything else?
Okay, I'm so glad you asked me about that. Now, you guys, if y'all were watching the news today, I hate to date this show, but the National Health, the MAHA, or the Make America Healthy Again. There's these prescription drugs that are very popularized right now, and I'm not going to name them. You guys all know, but it's for weight loss. They have just now lowered that drug. Okay, normally it was costing people $1,500, to do the shot, and I have a lot of clients that I sadly wish I would have had this natural solution that I'm going to talk about, because I deal with their side effects, paralyzed gut, because it's slowing. Your GLP-1 is a hormone. Okay. It's a hormone that helps to slow down digestion, which tells your brain that you're full. Okay. It also helps to tell your brain that you don't need to eat. You're not hungry. So it's an appetite suppressant. And this hormone also helps to calm the stress down. Okay. Well, some of the side effects to the prescription drug is pretty heavy. And just go Google it. You guys, Google the side effects to those prescriptions. It's not good. Thyroid problems, muscle wasting. And you guys, when you have the muscle wasting, you can't get it back. Okay. I can almost see somebody that is on that prescription, and I can look at their face and I can actually see, oh, they've been taking that prescription. Well, no more do you have to do a prescription. You could do a natural solution. And that's what our company that we're partnered with just came out with, this beautiful product. And I've been on it for 12 days. And I personally have lost 7 pounds because I was holding on to that stress weight. Okay. That cortisol. And it has just calmed my body down. I mean, and everything is just beautiful. I have to force myself to eat, which you do need to eat, good proteins. But you guys, this is a GLP-1 drink shot. Okay. I'm not going to have to put any needles in my body. Okay. To get this supported product. And, I wanted to get on it so I could let my clients know how amazing this was. And you guys, it is completely what I thought it was going to be. I was in our company, because, these prescriptions have been out for a couple of years. That's why the side effects is really, multiplying. And our company didn't come right out of the guns barreling, with a GLP product. They wanted to make sure they had it right. You guys, they have it right. There's 2 other, you do this for 10 days. Okay. And like I said, it's a shot. You're going to drink it before your heaviest meal.
And it elevates the GLP-1.
Yes. Okay. And here's it tells your body to make more GLP-1. Okay. Make more of this hormone. Okay. The prescription drug works in the opposite to make it too excited. So it sort of battles. Okay. We're making it to make more. Okay. And that's with the natural GLP-1. Okay. So your body's going to make more. And I didn't realize that I was deficient, okay, in the GLP-1, but I obviously was deficient. And so, but then you also do a daily fiber, okay? Like I said, our company was spot on. This is replacing the GLP-1, right? But they took it a step further. Your body needs fiber. Fiber helps to stimulate your GLP-1, okay? And so it helps because you got to get it to the small intestine. And so, food goes through the stomach, and then, it travels and small intestine is, and then it goes to the colon and different things. So it takes a while to get there. This daily fiber is helping to stimulate. So then when you do eat food, you feel full, but you're also getting a good source of fiber that's also helping you with your blood sugar support. There's blood sugar supportive ingredients in this product. Okay. the cinnamon bark that I was talking about a while ago, okay, is in this product. There's a lot of other, there's rocket apple extract. There's too many ingredients to go on the show about. But
and it's great. It helps you be more regular too, right? That's why it's called regular.
Yes. And people don't understand that motility and your bowel movements, okay, can cause you to be sick if you are not regular. And so that fiber is helping you to get rid of things that maybe has been hanging out for a while. You know, I know a lot of people, leaky gut, you know, colitis. You know, I deal with a lot of people that have motility problems, okay, with their bowels. And so, so that daily fiber is amazing. But this you take for 10 days. Then after the 10 days, you replace it with this GLP-1 boost packet, and that you take for the next 20 days. Okay. And so it's a month's supply. It's a system. It's not just, you know, because I love what Debi and I do. Okay. We want to get to the root problem. Okay. And so this is a solution to stimulate your GLP-1, but you're also going to do lifestyle changes. When you can't eat, okay, you got to decide what you are going to eat. So protein, we talk about protein. We talk about half your body weight in ounces of water. We talk about, you know, moving. You know, I love Debi's story that, you know, she didn't run as a child. She didn't run as a young adult. She started running as an older adult. I'm not aging you, but you know, when you start running marathons after the age of 50, I mean, that's pretty exciting. And so we work with you on that. This is a system in a community of people that support. And guess what? It's medicinal herbs. Okay. Side effects to herbs, you know, is almost non-existent. Okay. And, you know, an herbal remedy, the worst thing that maybe can happen sometimes is maybe you'll have extreme diarrhea for a moment because your body's cleansing, okay, because it does detox and it does help to cleanse. And but you know, hardly it's non-existent. And so you know, medicinal herbs, I think people are starting to circle back around because they are looking at the side effects that they're having. And you know, it's more prevalent because we have so much information that is easily accessible, that we get to educate ourselves on these prescriptions that are, you know, causing more harm. So why not try a natural solution with somebody's help? You know, I don't ever tell anybody to get off their prescriptions, but let's get to the root cause. And that's the most important thing whenever it comes to medicinal herbs. Pretty excited about the GLP-1. Debi, you're going to just really help a lot of people with that. I tested it. I've been on 12 days. I've lost several inches. I didn't measure when I first got started, but I've lost 7 pounds and I've been sort of stuck. Like I said, I've had that cortisol weight, you know, because, you know, here's another thing Debi talked about was emotional health. Okay. You guys, that's pretty big whenever it comes into weight loss. You have to go to the root cause. Why do you have the weight? And, you know, it's not just eating food. You know, a lot of people think, and they'll see someone, they'll think, oh, she eats all these bad foods. No, you guys, it's getting your body into balance. And, you know, that GLP-1 hormone, it's pretty incredible. You know, the environment that we live in has probably caused it to be a little bit dormant. Okay. And so now we stimulate it and it just works. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, somebody just mentioned that, you know, hopefully help her circulation. So that's pretty amazing that people are commenting about that. And somebody saying, oh, this is really exciting information. So thank you for sharing, everyone. And I honestly love hope. It is a blood cleanser. And it really, it's helped people I've referred it to them for. And I've also loved Stay Restored too, and other products that you have, and Eat Less. So those are products that I've been using that are, you know, that you formulated, but there's also other products I use that are different formulations, like Renew IQ and other things. So they have been so beneficial for me because medications just wasn't. I actually got happier that a doctor decided to take medications, medication away. So, it's important that, that we do the natural things. That's what your food is thy medicine, and herbals are thy medicine. It's a form of food, and you can cook with them. You can blend them into other things, and like you're saying, garlic, basil, different herbs like that. I'm a big fan of basil, and that's just part of my life. Has made a big difference in my life, changing my lifestyle. And it didn't happen like I jumped right in and did it. It happened over time. And yes, I made a commitment to my weight release. And yes, I was considered the star loser. But that commitment is the commitment. What keeps that weight off is what you do afterwards. And that's what we both help people, is help them clean up their diet so that they will keep that weight.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. And, since we're talking about medicinal herbs, there's different ways that people can take these safely. They could be in tinctures, essential oils considered, that way as well, and capsules. So do you want to recommend some ideas?
Yes. Okay. So in a lot of times people are like, how do I get started? Okay. And what do I use? Well, we're blessed to be a part of a company that has the herbal formulas like my products. Okay. These are capsules. Okay. These are a little bit more convenient to take because, you just, pop them in. Okay. But they're in a capsule form. Then you have powder form. Okay. This you're going to mix into a drink. Okay. And that's a lot of herbs, there's herbal teas like chamomile tea. There's, different ways you could get started even with that. So herbs can also be in a tea. You mentioned essential oils. You guys, essential oils are pretty amazing, okay? And they're potent, okay? That means that they are pretty strong. So you have to dilute it with a carrier oil, okay? And what Debbie didn't mention is she is also an aromatherapist. I mean, she knows her essential oils as well. But what's nice is they last a long time. I'm showing carrot seed, okay? Okay. Carrot seed, yeah. Okay. And okay, so we have also what's called a Viscera scan, wellness scan. And so it came back that I needed carrot seed. Well, my eyes was bothering me a little bit. Okay. And you think about carrots and, you think about your eye health. And so I started putting that in with my moisturizer. Okay. So you could even use oils on your skin. Okay. But you got to put it with a carrier oil. I put it with my moisturizer. I will not go a day without this because it just brightens up my eyes. I can feel it. And if it's brightening up your eyes, what is it doing on the inside? That's what I get excited about. Okay. When you notice it on the outside, what's it doing on the inside? So essential oils are very,
to tell you the truth, oil for skin. So it helps that too.
Absolutely. And so these are something that you could have an array of a few in your medicine chest. Okay. Because, from flus to skin conditions there's an essential oil for almost everything because it's just a different delivery method. Okay. It's an essential oil. Okay. It's not diluted. It's strong and you have to put it with a carrier oil. It's very good to get some oils for your kids. Okay. Because like Robin Sara is really good whenever it comes to fevers and colds and flus and different things like that. And so essential oils are very good. Okay. So that's another delivery method. Another delivery method is tinctures, okay? And this is the hypothalamus support that we have access to. But this is you can put it in water. You can, put it underneath your tongue if you put it underneath your tongue. But a tincture is in a base of alcohol, okay? But the alcohol is what makes that herb, okay, that goes into that tincture strong, okay? More bioavailable for the body, but it extracts it out of that herb. So for instance, this product that helps with the hypothalamus has ashwagandha root, the luther root, bilberry fruit, rhodiola, which is that adaptogen that I was talking about, that is like amazing, and the schizandra berry, the fruit. And so they take that and they have it in a base of alcohol, and then over 12 days, and I love tinctures because I used to do this when I was doing my master herbalist certification, but you would then have an end result, okay, that has it all extracted out of that plant or that fruit or whatever it is, and then it goes in, and these also last a very long time. And one other one that I wanted to show in that group is the super olive health. Okay, we were talking about the immune system. This is really good, these two right here, because I also have olive leaf extract in this product as well. You guys, antiviral, antifungal, antibiotic, olive leaf is like a super nutrient. Okay. And this is just straight olive leaf extract, 1900 milligrams. Okay. So this is very strong. This would be another thing to have in your medicine chest, especially going into the colds and flu seasons. So, for people that don't know a lot about herbs, they come in a lot of different forms. Okay. So you got to figure out what's convenient for you and how you can, my husband and I travel a lot. And so, we're always taking our essential oils, and we're always taking our Stay Natural products, the medicinal herbs, and we might leave our these at home just because of the convenience. But it's a wide array of what you can get from medicinal herbs. You just got to figure out. We got to figure out what your problem is, and then we start building around it a whole suggested protocol. And in the convenience, I have to throw this out because I was on a cruise to Alaska about a month ago. Okay. And I had taken an oil called trauma oil, and it is a strong pain relieving. It's for joints. It's for connective tissue. It's for bones. It's for pain. Okay. And a lady had stumbled. Okay. And so I fixed her up some trauma oil. I had carrier oil with me. And so I gave her a sample, got her through the rest of the week. Another lady had bummed her shoulder. I put that trauma oil, gave her another sample. She was good for the week. I mean, it really helped. Okay. So that was my emergency product that was on the cruise ship because a lot of people needed that. And so it was pretty convenient to be able to do that for them.
That is the one thing. I have a little set that I take with me. So I take lavender oil. I take the trauma oil. Sometimes I take the GI Purify if I run into an issue, or ginger oil. Those are the oils, and tea tree are the ones I take all the time. And I there's a cream I put that into, or a lotion I put that into. And they've really come in handy on my trips. If I fall or I bruise myself or whatever happens on that trip, or somebody is not feeling well, it's really been very helpful to have that as a little kit to take with me when I travel.
Absolutely.
So that's what I do. And another thing that I do is I actually make my own ginger tea, because I just love the taste of ginger tea. So, and I just add some stevia and honey or whatever I need to it, maybe some coconut milk if it's a little strong. And it just makes me feel so much better. So all these things you can utilize in a safe manner, and you don't want to overdo. And I just love the way that I utilize the herbals for when I broke my foot too. I use them internally and externally, putting it on my foot. So there's so many different solutions that we can utilize with these herbals and essential oils and other nutritional type products. And you guys would be really amazed what these products can really do. So now we have a little bit more time. So so how does medicinal herbs support a long-term wellness?
Okay, so long term, okay, and here's the thing is, because a lot of people think, well, do I just need to take it this month, or should I take it forever? Okay, medicinal herbs goes in, it tries to restore homeostasis in the body. Okay, and so just like her foot that she nursed, okay, she got aggressive with the medicinal herbs, but guess what? She still takes that Stay Restored. Okay, that Stay Restored is helping to restore homeostasis in the body with the joints. Okay. And that's the reason why she takes it, is for the joints. So for people there's some medicinal herbs that you're only going to take through the sickness. Okay. Like, for instance, tea tree oil, is a natural antibiotic, and maybe you're not going to take it every single day. You're not going to use it every single day. Okay. You're going to have that. So then when you do feel like you need a natural antibiotic, you have it there. Okay. But medicinal formulas, like for instance, the Stay Young, the Hope, these are products that you want to consider trying to take every day, because you sure don't want your condition to come back, and you want it to support it lifelong. I mean, that's the great thing about medicinal herbs. They don't accumulate in your body. A prescription drug, okay, when you're putting a chemical in, it builds up residue, okay? And parts of it gets stored in the liver, it gets stored in your fat cells. So a lot of times people that are taking their prescription and they were taking the same dose every day, all of a sudden they build up a toxicity level to that prescription and they have to go switch it. Well, it's because it accumulated in their system and their body did not get rid of it. Medicinal herbs does not work that way. It doesn't get built up in your system. Okay. It's not anything so it is something that you do need to take every day, to help with whatever situation that you're needing help with. It doesn't get built up in the system. It just helps to aid, though. Like, for instance, the GLP-1, okay, this amazing product right here, okay, you don't have to take it until you release all the weight that you want to release, because you then have the GLP-1 working correctly, okay? So this one you won't have to take forever, okay? But a super antioxidant, okay, that's cleaning your blood, you're probably going to have to take forever, okay? You'd want to take it forever. And
so age gracefully, yeah.
Yes. And you're protecting your cells, and that's the whole anti-aging effect, is how you protect your cells, and medicinal herbs can do that.
That's wonderful. So what's your offer for my audience today?
Okay. So all of my services, you get 25% off. And so you can go to my website at lauradennisonnd.com. It's LauraDennison, ND, as in Naturopathic Doctor.com. And then put in the coupon code Debi Changes Lives, and you will get 25% off any of my services, that I have on there. And so I love to offer that to Debi, because and Debi and I work together. And so, so we'll keep everybody in the loop on the suggested protocol and the healthcare.
Yeah. And I'm the one that'll be coaching you through it. And then we go back to Laura, modifications and things like that need to be done.
Absolutely.
So, and I really love working with Dr. Laura. She is so personable. She really cares about everybody. Carmen, how long did it take you to study to become a naturopath? Is one question.
Okay. So that's a good question. I started in 2003, and I had to do it the long way, because I didn't have a nursing degree. I didn't have a bachelor's degree. So I had to do my master herbalist, my nutritional consultant. And so from 2003, okay, until 2019, okay, is I graduated in 2019. But did I do it all at once? No. I mean, it was over a period of years. I had my holistic health practitioner's certification for the longest time. And then I decided to go get my bachelor's, my master's, and then my naturopathic degree. And so, so that's it. 2019. I started in 2016. Okay. When I went in, I had already had all my schooling that I needed to have. So 2016 to 2019 was my doctor of naturopathy.
Kudos to you. This is really something you wanted to do. So that's fabulous. So, Laura, thank you for being here. I'll have you back again. Please stick around for closing remarks. I need to wrap up the show a little bit. Okay.
Thank you. You guys have a blessed day.
Okay. You're going to be at the end. So you have a closing remark. So
Okay.
Remember, I do revitalize people's lives in many different areas of health and mindset. I do help them. You can go to my slides. I do help them first with their digestion and mindset, as well as blood sugar, hormones, bone and joint, brain and heart, and immunity. I help people with anxiety up to athletes because I'm guiding them to clean, toxic-free foods and high-quality essential nutrient products that reduce symptoms. They'll feel better. I released additional 20 pounds that got me up to 70. You may release weight. It's going to uplift your mood. With my mindset coaching, I help you release stress, emotions, and tame slip-outs, and I'm guiding you to reshape your core beliefs so your mindset will be more enhanced. With my health and weight release, your body's more efficient. So that's a mind-body solution that makes your heart and soul sing. So ask me about my program, set a complimentary consultation at Debi Changes Lives. And that's DebiChangesLive as in victory es.com/linktree, LINKTRE. There you get to know me, I get to know you, and I guide you to your optimal health. And it begins with 1 or 2 assessments. The health evaluation is actually complimentary, where you rate your symptoms in 4 categories of health. Some questions overlap to different categories. Answer them all. You get a baseline score. I'll review it with you. And when you move forward with my service, I'll create that custom natural holistic strategy for you, and we will monitor your progress on a monthly basis. I have 2 different body Zyto scans, and I prefer to do the Zytos with zero link because I can send it remotely and internationally. It's gone to South Africa and Australia. The zero link is a transdermal optical imaging app that I send a link to your phone, and you'll be scanning your face, but it's going only through your skin to looking at blood flow for components of energetic, functional, emotional, and different body systems and lifestyles that emotional components such a hidden gem. It creates a wellness report, not a diagnosis, of biomarkers out of range, and products and services bring them back into range. It's quite intensive, and I do review it with you. The cost of the scan is $75. If you move forward with a product or a program, I give you a $25 credit toward one of those. The Zero Link is a transdermal optical imaging app, also known as TOI, and you can look up its accuracy on pubmed.gov. That's PUBmed.gov. I also have the package of 5 where you can save $50. People are really amazed what their body tells them through the scan, and you'll be too. Curious? You can either ask me questions in my consultation or just get it done and see what they're talking about. On this site are also my programs. Take Your Body Back is a 12-week weight release mindset coaching program where you can be using a new version of you to drive your success. All coaching is done on Zoom, except the first one's private to you. I am a certified HIPAA compliant health practitioner, so any evaluation is private. I go over those evaluations. I give you a choice between 3 different programs and directions on one. I also give you directions how to create that new version of you that will drive you with emotion and passion to achieve your health and weight transformation goals throughout your journey. The rest of the coaching will be celebrating your wins, guiding you with your boards, and getting you over gaps with health and mindset tips. And same thing is for private and group coaching. Now, you will become this new you. You're welcome to ask me more questions at my consultation. And yes, I have a holiday special until the end of this year, 2026. You can ask me about that. For the do-it-yourselfers out there, why fast? The intermittent fasting program that gets your cells and body humming and turns your metabolism with rich, dense nutrition and high-quality essential nutrients. And a program of exercises and recipes. At the consultation, you're welcome to ask me questions. If you need some coaching, you can do a 2 or 4 week program to get you started. And it's up to you if you want more coaching after that you want to pay for. And then with mindset enhancement and health optimizations, we can use those smaller programs, but truly those are longer term journeys. And you'll save money in the longer term, but I can also do a custom program for you. I have some new offerings as well. They are for women, 30s to 100s that are in the pause, perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. I personally was surprised that I had symptoms I didn't think I did of postmenopause, which were digestive issues and some other things. I've been on HOPE for 30 days, and first thing I noticed within 7 days that digestive problem was fading away, and it's gotten a lot better. It has a product there for balance, and it also has a product there for aging gracefully. It's called the complete system called HOPE. We talked about the YGY 30-day GLP system, and that's one of the programs I'm offering to take your body back, and it's a natural way to activate your GLP-1. Ask me questions at my link tree. I still have Debi's coaching chats, which is a 30-minute complimentary coaching session in a small group setting. It's not recorded. A survey picks a topic. It's on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. You need to be registered for it at Debi Changes Lives. That's DebiChangesLives, as in Victory, es.com/chat, CHTS. And you'll learn what my coaching is all about. Finally, learn more about alternative health services, products, programs, offers, articles, blogs, upcoming shows, and and events by subscribing to my newsletter at DebiChangesLives.com/radio TV show, all in lowercase as one word. And you get a gift, a 30-day health and mindset daily action journal where you can record your gratitudes, thoughts, feelings, emotions, food, water, supplements, and exercise. You can even track your measurements on a daily basis. Probably measurements, you don't want to do that on a daily basis. You can also celebrate your wins on a daily, weekly, monthly basis and be proud of yourself. And also find your gaps you want to work on. If you need help bridging that gap, you contact me for coaching. This journal is a great health and mindset awareness tool. I'm certain that you found this show educational, eye-opening, and enlightenment and enjoyed it. And reach out to me for my services, programs, products, and offers. And reach out to Dr. Laura Dennison for her services and wonderful offer, because we are a team. Do we have time for Dr. Laura to come back?
Hello. Okay, so you said something. I want to add one quick thing, okay? Because you guys, I am, when she was reading all this, and the HOPE program is a great bundle for the perimenopause and postmenopause, and you really don't know that you're having different symptoms like that. I was the same way whenever it came to this GLP-1 system. I didn't think I was having blood sugar support problems. I didn't think I was having sleep problems. You guys, after starting this, I don't even wake up and go to the bathroom at night. Okay.
Oh,
that's a big deal. Okay. I was normally getting up like at 2 and going right back to bed. But I'm going towards 6 o'clock and I'm getting half my body weight in ounces of water a day. So I'm getting a lot of hydration. But that was another thing that was a big selling point for me, because it helps you sleep as well when you're regulating your blood sugar supported.
Yeah. And HOPE does that too. It helped me sleep better too. That's another thing. A lot of people they just take it for granted. They take their symptoms for granted and they think, oh, that's because, we're getting a little bit higher on that number, right? But age is only a number. It doesn't mean that you need to feel that way.
Not at all. You should, till the day they put us in the ground, you should feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. And, people, they look at me and they go, I can't believe how old you are. And I'm like, well, because when I tell them my age, and she says, I don't want to throw her under the bus, but she started running at 51. And so my whole point is there's always possibilities out there. And you need to be, like you opened up the show, you need to be open to possibilities.
Absolutely. And go ahead. Sorry.
And that's why I work with my clients with mindset to help them recognize the possibilities.
And when you start regulating your hormones, it helps that mindset, because now you're not in a state of chaos. You're in homeostasis and you feel good. Okay. That helps you to have that mindset, which is, it just works that way. And I'm so glad, because it is the biggest part of it is your mindset.
Yes, it is. Because it's going to get you through anything, any trauma, anything, so elevate your health and elevate your mindset. You will elevate your life. So that's how I talk about it. And thank you, Laura, for being on my show. This was fun. And we are good power partners together. And reach out to us. And if you need to reach out through me to Laura, you're welcome to do that. But remember to mention Debi Changes Lives so she knows where it came from. So I guess we have 1 more minute left, but is there anything else you want to say?
Well, and what you're doing is beautiful. And, when you find a community of people that just want to help people, and that's where our community is, and you have a heart to help people, you guys, it's not on here trying to sell you a product, is on here trying to change the life that you're living that you're not happy with. And, that part right there is incredible. And Debi does a fantastic job doing it. And so I just love you and I care for you. And I'm so proud of everything that you do. And yeah, great show.
And thank you. And you got to love your life. Okay. So remember to continue to enjoy my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives, at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, where your holistic journey begins.